Good morning. It is my pleasure and my honor to introduce my friend and my pastor of Springfield Baptist Church, Pastor Eric Wendell Lee, who has a litany of accomplishments and experiences from various disciplines and fields. A graduate of Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia, he earned his bachelor's degree with honors in history and thereafter deemed by Vanderbilt University Divinity School as their Kelly Smith Scholar. Deeply affected by the plight of the poor and the disaffected, Pastor Lee concentrated in ethics, religion, and society at Vanderbilt, receiving honors for his senior project. During his time, he served as a radio talk host at Fisk University. He worked in Nashville, and he also worked as a professional child advocate in Indianapolis, Indiana, and Atlanta, Georgia. Subsequent to his master's degree in divinity, Pastor Lee was ordained to the Christian ministry on May 11, 1996. Pastor Lee has joined with the former Meek L. John, and they had 4 beautiful children. Pastor Lee and his wife are 2007 graduates of Leadership Georgia. In 2008, Pastor Lee was recognized by the Atlanta Business Chronicle as one of Atlanta's 100 most influential pastors. Understanding the necessity of education and preparation, Pastor Lee returned to the academy as a doctor of divinity, as a doctor of ministry candidate and redemptive leadership track at the Gordon Conwell Theological School. Spiritual growth continues to be manifested as his church membership has grown from 162 members to 7,000. Springfield now serves 5 generations with more than 40 ministries. They have a preschool, daycare, and members in the community alike via the Springfield Christian Academy, which opened its doors in May 2002. Once again, it's my pleasure to introduce my pastor, Pastor Eric Wendell Lee. Thank you.
To Speaker Ralston and to the Honorable Pam Dickerson and to all of the members of the Georgia Congress of Representatives, the Assembly, and all who have gathered today. It is a privilege and an honor to address you on this most auspicious occasion and sacred day. Luke's Gospel, the 10th chapter, there is a word from the Lord beginning at the 25th verse. On one occasion, an expert in the law stood up to test Jesus. "Teacher," he asked, "what must I do to inherit eternal life?" "What is written in the law?" he replied. "How do you read it?" he answered. "Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength and with all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself." "You have answered correctly," Jesus replied. "Do this and you will live." But he wanted to justify himself, so he asked Jesus, "And who is my neighbor?" Rockdale County in the year 1870 was born by sacrificial contributions from its neighbors: DeKalb County to its west, Newton County to its east, Gwinnett and Walton County to its north, and Henry County to its south. Representative Dickerson and I serve a community, a county that would not have been possible without sacrificial giving from a neighbor. The gold dome under which we sit and stand this morning was constructed because of gifts from Dahlonega and from all over the state of Georgia. And we are adorned with a gold dome because of the sacrifice of neighbors. In their book entitled The Art of Neighboring, 2 authors from Denver, Colorado, Pethick and Runyon, spoke of how they intended to make change in their city And they discovered that regardless of race and party affiliation and religious affiliation, that if we only took seriously what we call the greatest commandment, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength, with all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself, then things in the community would begin to transform. They found that when they took the great commandment seriously, that they could address crises in a way that pleased God and brought people together. They found that when they took the greatest commandment seriously, that good schools became great schools and bad schools became good schools. The elderly were cared for. The poor were not neglected. And everyone who wanted a job found a job. They found that there was little discrimination on race and gender and class. They found that there could be indeed liberty and justice for all when we took the greatest commandment seriously. They committed as a city to take the greatest commandment to heart, not metaphorically but literally, and amazing transformation took place. A turnaround took place. They do not make excuses, and they do not fail to remind us that it's difficult to be a good neighbor. It's not easy. It's risky. It's frustrating. It's inconvenient. Yet we are called by sacred documents to love our neighbor as ourselves. And perhaps God has a sense of humor, because it appears that in 2 weeks, Atlanta will have to host the New Orleans Saints. Sometimes being a good neighbor causes you to do things you don't want to do, go places you don't want to go, and say things you don't want to say. I'm a 47-year-old proud African-American man, descended from slaves, and I remind you that the first documented African slaves were brought to this continent 400 years ago in 1619. This week, I was asked to eulogize a 72-year-old woman who can trace her heritage back to the Mayflower, a daughter of the Revolution and a daughter of the Confederacy. We didn't always support the same policies. We didn't always vote for the same candidates. We're from different generations, different ethnicities. We had different ideas. But we had the same Savior. And because we had the same Savior, we were neighbors. I'd be remiss as a Morehouse man not to mention that Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday will be observed in short order. And there is some confusion or some controversy as to which is his favorite hymn. But I've always believed it to be, if I can help somebody as I travel along, if I can help somebody with a word or a song, if I can help somebody from doing wrong, then my living will not be in vain. There is a neighbor that needs to hear from you, a furloughed federal worker who needs groceries and a light bill paid, a victim of family violence or sexual assault who needs your watchful and prayerful eye, an elderly neighbor who needs your company and conversation. I leave you with this short story of a couple with a 2-year-old 2-year-old child who moved into a new neighborhood. As a matter of fact, when they moved into a neighborhood, it was just the two of them. And they met on that first day of their move, their new neighbor, a man named Ken, who was outside doing yard work. In the corresponding 2 years, that couple had a baby girl. And as time and chance happens to all of us, Ken passed away. And then one day at the door, Ken's daughter showed up with tears in her eyes to meet the couple who had moved in next door to their father and had a 2-year-old daughter. She explained that her father had purchased Christmas gifts for that 2-year-old child for the next 14 years. And she gave him 14 years worth of gifts. And they had only been neighbors for 2 years. I just believe this morning that when we are neighbors, it comes back 7 times greater than what we gave. Let us pray. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, thou who hast brought us thus far along the way, thou who hast by thy might led us into the light, keep us forever in the path we pray. God, we pray that you would bring into existence what our new governor has declared, a Georgia united. In Christ's name we pray.